Thank you very much for subscribing and hitting the like button for this video. Thank you so much for all of your support. Anyway, the first stock that we're going to talk about is BBBY. Market capital of 210 million, average volume 55 million shares. Okay, shares outstanding right now is 116.23 million, and the free float, this is what is available in the market to be buy and sold, which is 113.97 million. Guess what the short sellers did to this stock? All right, if you look at the short interest on this one, it is 50%. Okay, if you look at it, 52% of the free float that I just mentioned earlier which is almost 60 million shares, have been borrowed by the short sellers, and until now they have not returned that shares. Okay, so this stock has a potential for a massive squeeze. This stock is BBBY. The utilization, one of the brokers have already lent out 100% of their shares to the short sellers. The cost to borrow on this one is also very high, which is 246.48. If they try to close their position, it will take them 1.53 days. Now, there's a problem here. The shares on loan is 82.39 million. All right, 82.39 million. That is drastically very high, right? If that is the shares on loan and the free float only is 113.97 million, and the shares on loan right now is almost at whopping 73%, that is almost 83 million. So this stock is heavily shorted and abused by the short sellers. The next one that we're going to talk about is AMC. AMC has a shares outstanding available to be buy and sold in the market for 517.58 million shares. That is what is available in the market to be buy and sold. This is also are heavily abused by the short sellers, the market hedge funds. This is also on a threshold list, meaning that the stock have failed to deliver 5 times in a row. There is massive shares that needs to be delivered by the short sellers, the market makers, and the hedge fund. 120 million of that shares, which is 23.32, have not been returned by the short sellers yet. The utilization is 100%. What that means is one of the broker that is lending out to short sell the stock AMC have already lent out 100% total. The cost to borrow is massive also, which is 237.38%. Days to cover, to try to close their position, it will take them over 6 days. Okay, shares on loan right now on this stock is 190.89 million, which is an all-time high. It's a 37.01% interest with regards to the shares on loan. Guys, if you like this kind of update, please subscribe, please hit the like button, please hit the notification button. I really appreciate you. The other one that we want to talk about that is massively shorted also is Carvana. Carvana has a shares outstanding in the market of 105.95 million. 105.95 million is what is available in the market to be buy and sold. Guess what the short sellers did to this stock? They heavily shorted this stock, and right now they have borrowed 53.27 million of the free float, which is 71.15%, and they have not returned that stock. They abused this stock, this company heavily. The shares on loan on this one is 67.21, which is almost 90% of the free float. And then again, I repeat, the free float on this one is very small, which is 74.87 million. That is what is available in the market to be buy and to be sold. But guess what they did? What they did is they borrowed almost 54 million shares of that already, which is 71%, utilized to shorted the stock to the oblivion, and this stock has been abused. One of the broker also have 100% utilization already, which means they already lent out everything on this stock. Okay, everything is been lent out already. So this stock is massively heavily shorted. Okay, the other one is Silvergate. Silvergate Corporation has a free float of 27.77 million. Now, take a look at what the short sellers did to this stock. This, if that is the only free float, okay, they have already borrowed 80% of that, which is 22.36 million, borrowed, shorted the stock, and they have not returned. So if they return this stock will squeeze. The other one is the shares on loan is 21.42 million, which is heavily borrowed, and it's 77.13%. Okay, this is Silvergate. Put that on your watch list if you can. Take a look at what is about to happen on this stock. That is SI. The other one is TRKA. TRKA has the most popularity amongst everything. Okay, in Germany right now, this stock has already been traded up to, I think, 33.33 cents. Okay, the shares. The free float shares on this one is 27.89 million shares. Okay, this is also one of the stock that is heavily shorted and it's about to squeeze. So it is borrowed 53.81%, which is 15 million of the free float, borrowed, shorted the stock, and they have not returned that yet. The shares on loan right now is 20.12, which is 72.14%. These stocks that I'm mentioning are heavily shorted, and it is about to squeeze. The other one is artificial Ai.C3 AI. This one has an 87.71 million, and this stock is also been heavily shorted by the short sellers, and they are accumulating. The short sellers are accumulating. As you notice, it's 100% utilization, right? The short sellers borrowed all the short sales to shorted the stock. This one have risen very fast in the last few days. This one is almost 20% shorted, which is 16.99 million of the short sales that are borrowed and not returned until now. The other one that is very shorted also is Sint. Sint has a shares outstanding. This is the smallest of them all shares outstanding. This one is less than a million, which is 500,000 shares, right? It's 542,000 shares that is available in the market to be buy and sold. But what did the short sellers did to this one? Very abusive of the short sellers. Okay, they have actually from 500,000 shares, they already borrowed 339 of that shares, and they until now they have not returned the stock. If they return this stock will skyrocket so fast, so quick. It's because of the small free float. Utilization is 90%. The cost to borrow is also the highest of them all, which is 402%. It will take them about 1.8 days to cover, almost 2 days to cover their short sales if they want to. The shares on loan right now is over the free float. They went over. They have borrowed 667.31 thousand, and that is 123.21% of the free float of the loan, which is way over than what it's a free float that is available in the market. This is also, I think, is heavily shorted, as you can see on these numbers right here. And this one, I think, has the most highest potential to skyrocket to over $10 because of the small free float. Dangerous for the short sellers right now. The other one that I want to talk about is GNS. GNS is also has a shares outstanding of 24.69 million, and then the free float shares is 10.73 million that is available in the market to be buy and sold. This one also has been attacked by the short sellers, and what they did is they pretty much borrowed almost 5.56%, well, it's 596 shares, and this is continuously rising. The other one, this one is COMS, COMS. COMS is dangerous zone. It is because this time, well, this one is actually wrong, because if this one is 21.55 million, there's a reverse split. So you divide this to 100, okay? 21.55 million, divide that to 100. That is what's actually the short interest on COMS. It's because this one just did a reverse split on February 10. Guys, if you like this kind of update, please subscribe, please hit the like button, please hit the notification button. My name is Rara Coco. May you have love, peace, prosperity, good health, and be with you all. And again, I really appreciate all of you that have been supporting me, subscribing, and hitting the like button. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.